Good morning, goddesses. Good morning, Goddess Temple. It feels so good to be here with you this morning, and I am so excited that Georgia, our dearest sister goddess, is returning to Israel today. Shalom. If you're here, just give me a little shout out in the comments so I know who's with me, and we'll get started really soon. Really excited to be here this morning and to share with you an offering that is very dear to my heart. But before that, I just want to connect a little bit to the essence of sisterhood, the essence of why we're here, even doing this Goddess Temple community. And it's really all about connecting deeper to ourselves and our true wisdom as women, the wisdom that lies deep within, the wisdom of our intuition and our emotional guidance system, and all of these feminine qualities. Hello, Georgia, my sister. I'm so excited that she's coming back today to Israel, and we're going to do such amazing things. And the sisterhood is just going to keep getting stronger. Oh, you're a goddess. So yeah, it's a time. It's definitely a time here on planet Earth. We're all feeling it. And what this shifting times are calling from us will be very personal and individual for each of us, but what I'm sensing on a collective view, what's really happening is the world has reached kind of like a critical mass of too much masculine energy, too much driving and pushing forward into the future, too much mind control, and yeah, we've just kind of exhausted ourselves in terms of forward movement, because it hasn't been balanced, it hasn't been in harmony with ourselves and with our true nature as humans, and our true nature in our connection with the earth. And actually, to be a balanced, healthy human society that's thriving, we need to have a healthy balance of masculine and feminine energy. So I believe these changing times is really calling us as women to rise up and rise together in our femininity and bring these values of softness, of surrender, of trusting in the unknown, trusting in the mystery, and not needing to have it all figured out, and really bringing the essence of the heart back into this world that's been very mind-dominated. So this is basically the calling. This is my life's calling, right? Is to like embody my divine feminine essence and share this journey with as many women as possible so that we can all support each other in this divine feminine rising. So what is a divine feminine? What does it actually mean in terms of our life and our expression? And it really means being connected to the divine, which is not something that's outside of us, as religion maybe has made us believe throughout the generations. Georgia! But actually the divine is what streams through us. It's the life force that streams through our bodies. These bodies are a vessel for the divine. And the feminine nature of the divine is moving. It's the force of Shakti. She's the dancer. She's the flow. She's the spiraling emotions and desires and passion and curiosity. And she's the dynamic flow of life. And we can think of the masculine as the vessel that holds this dynamic flow of life. So we all contain masculine and feminine within us. So if we really want to strengthen our feminine essence in the world, it's really about coming back within, back into the heart, and allowing ourselves to slow down the mind, to relax the mind, to let go of all of the doing, and come more into our essence of being. And that really means returning to the body. returning to the heart, and allowing this natural flow of desires and curiosities and feelings to guide us in the world. And obviously it's not possible all of the time, right? We have work to do, we have lives to live, but to really find that balance means giving space, creating sacred spaces for us to connect to that feminine flow. And that's what brings me to this transformational weekend. It's called Our Temple Bodies, because it's inspired by this idea that our body is a vessel of life force energy. And we're going to create a safe, sacred space to connect more to this flow of energy, get out of the mind. We're going to do some breath work. We're going to do some chakra dancing, dancing through the energy centers to release dense energy, to release the densities and come more into our authentic state of playfulness and the lightness of being that is us naturally when we're not so caught up with all of the doing. So we're going to do a lot of dancing and breathing and movement and some different guided exercises that will really bring us into our bodies and allow us to release the masks, release the judgments of ourselves, soften into presence of the heart, and from there we can actually hold loving space and witness our sisters and witness each other as these beautiful expressions of the divine, and we're all really just loving reflections of the one great goddess, of one another. I pulled some cards before this live, asking for basically divine message for this weekend, this transformational journey. This is a moon deck, and I actually thought of this card before I pulled one, and then I pulled it. We are all sisters and reflect the divine in one another. So this is basically the essence of coming home to ourselves within community, within circle, and really feeling safe to be fully in our feminine essence, which means being comfortable to be sensual. And what is sensuality? Sensuality is really about being in the body, being in the sensations, being aware of what is pleasurable and not pleasurable. It's not about being sensual or sexual for anyone else to be seen as something, but it's really about being in this intimate connection with ourselves and allowing that sense of pleasure to guide us. So this is the intention for dancing and really coming into the body. We're going to do it with blindfolds. Hello, anyone who's joining. I'm sharing about this transformational journey that I'm guiding in a few weekends called Our Temple Bodies, so we can connect to our sensual essence as women, and that means being aware of our sensations. So bringing this awareness back into the body with breath work and with movement and blindfolds. We're going to do blindfold experiments so that we can really connect to the sensations and the feeling and the inner knowing, and not depend so much on our eyes and our mind to orient us in life. This is an amazing, profound exercise. And the other card I pulled is Play is my pathway to joy. I love this card so much. I really feel this is also a crucial part of divine femininity, is that we are in touch with our inner child and we feel safe to be playful and to be light and to be fun. And this is also sensuality, right? It's this innocence, the innocence of being ourselves and all of our silliness, and this is how we can bring light back to ourselves, right? We're releasing these mind and this doing and all of these responsibilities of being a woman in the world, and bringing more of this flow and this lightness. And when we do this, when we're actually connected to our divine feminine essence, which means being aware of our pleasures and connected to our heart, then we're actually vibrating like our aura, right? If we think of this energy flow, this stream of life force that comes through our vessel, comes through our body, it's actually emanating out into our aura. So based on how we feel and based on our belief systems, we actually magnetize a reality that reflects back to us, our experience. So the more we're connected to our lightness and to our joy and to our pleasure, that's what our aura is sending out, and we actually magnetize, and this is also a divine feminine principle, magnetism, that we can just be and rest in our authentic resonance of the heart, and we're magnetizing our reality to meet us there. So this is like the queen who's really taking her throne in her queendom, right? She's resting in the beauty of her heart. She knows she has a place in the world. She knows she belongs, and then she allows life to meet her there in that resonance. So this is also a huge part of the journey home, is really sending out through our energy, through our beliefs, how we want life to meet us. And when we're embodying our divine femininity, then we can really start to create with life and play with the abundance and manifest our dreams, manifest a life that feels good to us. So connecting to our sensuality is so much more than just fun and play. It's really about bringing goodness and bringing light into the world at a time when it's so needed. The world needs women in our power, feeling safe in our body, releasing the shame. Because when we're carrying shame around our body, this fear around being ourselves in the world, that is suppressing. It gets stuck in the solar plexus. It's suppressing our sense of self. It's contracting our aura and our energy. And we want to release the shame by being in these sacred, safe spaces together where we can actually dance and breathe and shake out the shame, come home, and then vibrate out this love and this joy into the world. So it's both a service for ourselves and for creating a life that feels good, and it's also a service that is giving back to the collective, because the world needs more divine feminine energy. It needs more light and more love and this essence of healing, that everything is going to be okay. And this is us, this is women coming home to ourselves, that we're able to provide and experience this love, this joy, this essence of the goddess, which is being a creator and being love, and enjoying the dance of life with everything that it brings. But just remembering also that we're not alone, we have each other. So that's a huge intention for this weekend, this transformational journey. I'll be guiding in a few weekends at the Ashram Bamidbar. It's called Our Temple Bodies, and it's really a journey back home into our body to relax the mind, soften into the heart, and explore our sensuality, which is really this inner movement from within. I really can't wait. I'm so excited, and I hope some of you will join us there in the desert, in this beautiful ashram. It's going to be deep, but it's going to be playful and fun and light and empowering and inspiring. And whether or not you're in a relationship, or maybe you're calling in a partner, this is going to be a weekend that supercharges you with your own self-love, your own pleasure, so that it's going to create that natural polarity where you're going to have more passion, more play, more desire in your relationship, or you're more prepared to really call in love that's ready to meet you where you're at, because you're embodying that sense of love and beauty and divine femininity. So I hope you'll join us. I'm going to post the link for the event in the comments, and it's happening July 16th to July 18th. So excited, such an honor to hold these kinds of spaces for women, and it's really divine, sacred work, and I'm just so grateful to share it here on this platform. So wishing you all a beautiful day, and I want to offer maybe a little intention for the day, how we can connect to our divine feminine essence here and now. So let's just close our eyes if you're with me, and take a deep breath in through the nose. Allow your mind to soften and drip down the back of your neck. Exhale, arriving into your heart space. Placing the left hand on your heart and the right hand on your belly. Breathing into yourself, feeling this connection. Remembering that your body is your temple. It is your home. So let's take care of ourselves and remember that our joy and our pleasure is really a gift to the world. You are allowed to put yourself first. I empower you to put yourself and your pleasure and your desires first today. See how that feels, try it out, and let's keep empowering each other to be these divine feminines that the world so needs. I love you so much. Thank you for joining, and reach out to me if you have any questions at all. I'm super open to connecting, and I love you all.